Hello everybody, in this video we will talk about syntax, the constituent structure of syntax. Syntax is the arrangement of words or phrases or clause and sentence to build one bounded meaning. So it is the structure of language. And the material here I adapted from Jim Miller entitled Introduction to Syntax from Edinburgh University Press. Okay, the first is head and modifier and arrangement of words. Okay, head modifier and the arrangement of words is bounded together in the concept of dependencies. It means they bounded together to build one meaning. For example, the house and the splendid house. The word splendid here give the additional meaning of the house, and the house on the hill here also have an additional meaning of the house itself. And on the hill, splendid and the house, they come together to build one meaning, one direction, one different interpretation of our imagination, right? Okay. Inserted declarative clause. The modifier of preposition follows their head prepositions. For example, Jeff simmered into the room. If we change into be into Jeff simmered the room, it cannot be accepted. Why? Because the structure or the arrangement of words is not build a good meaning. And into the room, simmered Jeff. Is it accepted? Yes, of course, it's accepted. Is this accepted? Because the room Jim simmered the Jim is build one meaning. Okay, the second phrase need to be tested. How to test it is one by transposition. Transposition is a movement. So in the phrases we move the word. It reveals whether a given sequence of words make up a phrase or are just words that happen to come one after the other. For example, Jeff simmered into the room. The phrase into the room here move into the front of the sentence, then become into the room Jim simmered. Okay, it is transposition. This transposition indicates that the three spirit words combine into a larger block of phrases. It's kind of variation. Then the next is substitution. Substitution is substitute or change. Substitute word hanging together or as a phrases. We change the word. For example, here, Barbara handed the intriguing result of the last examination to Alan on Thursday. Barbara handed them to Alan yesterday. The intriguing result of the last examination here is changed into them. It can be yes, of course. Then the next to test a phrase is by ellipsis. Ellipsis means deleted. For example, A. The terrier attacked the pulcher. The terrier savaged the pulcher ankles. And we can combine the two spirit clause into one clause. The terrier attacked the pulcher and the terrier savaged the pulcher ankles. We combine by the word and. The terrier attacked the pulcher and savaged the pulcher ankle. It also understood or accepted because we do not need the subject to be said twice in a sentence. Okay, the next discussion is about phrases, words, and slots. So before we discuss about phrases any further, then let's consider the example here. Barbara handed the result to Alan on Thursday, and B. Barbara handed them to Alan on Thursday. In here, Barbara and them is labeled into phrases, not word. Why? They only consist one word, but they are considered as a phrases. This is the answer. Phrase is possible to be occupied by others, and word cannot be occupied. Barbara can be occupied by the girl with the red dress, for example, and them can be occupied by the results, or the good result, or the perfect good result, the results that make her confused. Okay, it can be occupied like that. It is a phrase, but words cannot be occupied. Okay, so you understand about this. Next is about coordination. In here, word, phrases, and clauses of the same type can be coordinated. What does it mean coordinated? It combined together to build one meaning, of course. For example, John and his energetic wife landscaped the garden twice last year. John and his energetic wife is the same type of phrases, alright? It directed to one person. John is one person, a man, and his energetic wife is one person, woman, John's woman. And we can change his energetic wife by the name, for example, John and Elena. Okay, that is phrase the same type can be coordinate, but the phrase which do not have the same type cannot be coordinated together. For example, by conjunction and like this, it cannot. Okay, I think this is all, and thank you.